Okay, this is the first in a series of tutorials that we're going to do about being found in Google. Obviously, everybody wants to be found in Google. It's not surprising because Google executes something like 80 to 85% of all the searches executed worldwide. And we're taking this website, Deb's Holistics, as a case study. So we're going to use this one purely because it's new. It doesn't have a Google local listing, Google business listing, etc. And it will make life a little bit easier for us rather than trying to fabricate or make up or invent a business. Let's use a real one. You know, they're reasonably new. They're in Google, but they can't be found easily because they haven't got the listings that are required. So we're going to go through that. The first thing I would do is see if they actually exist in Google. So I'm going to open up a new tab here. Go to my home page, which just happens to be google.co.uk. And given that they provide holistic healthcare in Liverpool, let's see what gets produced. So if I ask Google to present me with results from holistic healthcare in Liverpool, type properly, it will help. You'll see here we get a number of results. Now this is what's lovingly referred to as the Google Snack Pack or Google Knowledge Graph, to use its correct term. And what Google Knowledge Graph does is it presents results from Google Local Business, Google Plus, and a number of other locations, and it brings all this information together for us. And we can see that there's a couple of businesses there at the top. So Aquamarine Holistic Health, Holistic Health. They've got Liverpool numbers as well. So Google knows that I'm looking for somewhere in Liverpool because I put that into my search. And one of them doesn't have a website. Aquamarine Holistic Health probably doesn't have a Google business listing, which is why there's no option to look for directions. So I can tell straight away that this business probably isn't listed in the Google Knowledge Graph, and I can confirm that by going to more places and just scroll down and see if it's there. And it doesn't appear to be. So let's go back to the main search and try again. So we do have a listing there at the top, but that's not the business that we're focusing on. And we'll see that the one that we are focusing on is the fourth organic link. But there's no snack pack results, no Google Knowledge Graph results. So that tells me that the business doesn't exist. But I'm going to confirm that 100%, and it's quite easy to do. I'll go back to the website, find the contact details so I can pull the address. I'll go open up a new tab, go to Google Maps, and just type in the address. There we go. So I can tell straight away that that business isn't listed, because if it was, it would come up here. And I could also zoom in on the map. So it's telling me there's a Nabzi's cafe or something across the road, another breakfast cafe, but nothing in this block. So I need to add that. And the way you add it is very simple. We go here to the sidebar and click Add Missing Place. I need to sign in, so I'm just going to sign in. What we're doing here as well is we're actually updating Google Knowledge Graph, we're updating Google Maps, Google Local, and a few other things. There we go. Just drop the pin to the right place, name it correctly. Make sure we put the apostrophe in. Category, health consultant. Phone number we will need. Lovely. actually has a click to dial as well, which is really good, but it should have 0044 in front of it. We can deal with that later. There we go. Official website. Right, oops, put that incorrectly, it helps. Right, do we have opening hours? I think we might. Yes, Monday to Friday, 9 till 5. Add hours. Oops, select days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 9. Are they open any other day? Saturday by appointment. Well, we can't put opening hours for that, but Sunday they're open 11 till 3. So we just add hours. Let me say on Sunday. There we go. Right, click submit. No, we don't mean that place. Thanks for improving Google Maps. Now, if I'm signed into Google and I go to Google Maps and I click the side menu and select my contributions, we will see that there. The edits, you'll see, and it says approved. Now that means that the listing that I've just placed has been approved. It could take 2, maybe 3 days for that listing to become available publicly. So my suggestion would be, if you're the business owner and you've done this, be patient, wait a few days. You'll be able to claim the business at that stage. So if I sign out of Google and then go back to Google Maps and put that address in again, just zoom in, you'll see the business listing isn't there yet. However, in a day or 2, maybe 3 days, that listing will be available and it will look something like this. And you'll see all the information from the knowledge graph will be displayed on the left hand side. No photographs will be available for the listing until we've got it live, and then we can put them up there. Now there's one other thing that is really important, and that is that of course, if you've created this listing or anybody else has created this listing, I mean, I create these listings all the time. As the business owner, you can go in and you can claim that business. If I click on this option here to claim that business, it will pop up with a little dialogue like if I can speak correctly, a little dialogue like this, a little window, and it'll confirm the business information. And I'll just put a tick in that box and I say, I am authorized to manage this business and I agree to the terms of service. Now, if I click continue at this stage, it will send out a postcard to this address. I will have the option to change some part of that address and put somebody's name in for contact. And that takes about a week for that card to come through. Once the card comes through, I can go back to the business listing and verify the location. And then I will have a listing in business.google.com, which is where the Google Knowledge Graph takes quite a lot of its information from. Hopefully that has helped. Any questions, just get in touch and we'll see what we can do for you. As a level 7 local guide, we can put locations and businesses on the map anywhere in the world, and we do that quite frequently.